what a year 2023 was, releasing all kinds of sick new products to get out there, new innovative technologies, sometimes a little bit overwhelming on how much stuff. We decided we'd wrangle up some of our top picks that'll keep you pedaling all the way through 2024. All right, now that the stuttering's over, because I'm just overwhelmed with how cool these products are, Alex here, you've seen them on other videos. If you haven't, make sure to check them out. We like to go over products, two different opinions on a lot of different things, and kind of just give you the insights to keep you pedaling and make it easier to get out there and have a good time. So what we did is we kind of looked over 2023 and we figured out what products came out, but what products really meant something that we're going to continue on to 2024 and keep you out there pedaling. So these are going to be some of our top picks. So let's get into it with pick number 1. All right, with our first pick, it's probably the most obvious pick, so let's just get it out of the way. SRAM's T-type transmission access here is probably the hottest item that came out in 2023 and really is changing the cycling scene when it comes to components and drivetrains. So I mean, just right up from the start, we got the GX,
the XX SL.
Boxes are cool. I mean, we could have just pulled it all out, but I thought it'd be cool to kind of open the box and kind of show you that presentation that SRAM's bringing here when it comes to this new product line, because it really is incredible. I mean, this stuff, for a wireless perspective, really makes it, you know, something to be envious of and want to have it on your bike. It kind of eliminated a lot of the previous aspects of like shifting under pressure and things like that while still maintaining a wireless aspect here. The Magic pulley wheel is super cool. So if you're out riding, you know, here in Southern California, you know, we got a lot of brush overgrown from, you know, the rains. And so getting all that, you know, overgrown trail stuff, getting stuck in there, that Magic pulley system is a really cool thing here where even when things get stuck in there, it's going to continue to spin. It's not going to interrupt your ride. This stuff, I mean, it's so cool. Preston decided to put it on both of his bikes this year, you know, so both his trail bike and his Enduro bike, both, you know, equipped with the Axis T-type. So if you haven't seen this, if you're looking for that next big product to make, or that big upgrade for your bike, highly recommend the T-type transmission. Alex, you want to add anything on here besides playing with the box?
No, I mean, this stuff's just super high quality. They definitely put a lot of thought and engineering into it, and I think the amount of people that are running it now shows that.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think it's really revolutionizing, you know, wireless drivetrain systems and how capable they can be. Mm-hmm. And it just feels sick. Like, I've ridden Preston's bike with it on there, and it feels really good. The ergonomics on everything from shifting feel really good. It's smooth. It's super lightweight. It's not coming with a bunch of extra weight. So definitely, I'd say check that out. One of our top picks.
All right, next up we have the Fox Union shoes. We have a few different variations. We have the just the Union flat, we have the Union flat canvas, and then we have the Union boa.
For all those clipless riders out there. I mean, yeah, so pick number 2, again, probably a real obvious pick if you ride mountain bikes. Fox dropped this shoe this year. I know all 3 of us ride this shoe, me, Alex, Preston behind the camera. I love the shoe. I have both the canvas and just the regular Union, both in flats. I think not only is it super grippy with that UltraTac rubber, but I've smashed my toe a few times on rocks and it's really kept my foot protected, but it's also just comfortable in general. I know some mountain bike shoes, it's like the second you're done riding, you kind of just want to, you know, take it off your foot and put your regular shoes back on. But I feel like when I'm wearing Fox, like I'm down to still keep wearing it just for the rest of the day kind of thing.
Yeah, they definitely did their homework on this one. I think they look great and they feel great. They're definitely pretty stiff out of the box, but they do break in once you get to wearing them a few times. The rubber's good, it's grippy. I haven't personally ridden the clipless shoe, but I know Preston has, so There's definitely options out there for everyone, and it seems like
and colors, right? I think that's the really cool thing is like there is a ton of colorways for you to kind of go with, and if you're someone that wants to match your gear or match your bike, Fox really dropped it there so you can really, you know, find that color.
Definitely the cool thing about Fox is you can get these exact same colors in their other gear, so you can be matching your colors from head to toe, and you really can't find that perfect match with other brands.
Yeah, that's a good point. So yeah, I mean, you can go full kit, shoes all the way up through, even to their helmets and stuff, right? So like the Pro Frame RSs and things like that, they came out, I think, really cool hot ticket item. I mean, you can match all the way through and look real sick out there on the trail. So I think our next pick here is definitely the Fox Union.
Yep.
All right, third pick. Trying to mix it up a little bit. Some of our top stuff, the Foundation Elite Bike Toolkit.
Yep, yeah, this is probably one of my favorite picks. I'm a huge fan of this thing. It basically comes with all the tools that you're gonna need to work on your bike. This is our more advanced kit. We also do have a more beginner-friendly kit with just some of the basics that you need, but this is fully loaded. It's gonna come with everything you need. There's tons of stuff in here.
I mean, you might as well just go the advanced kit because as you learn to work on your bike over time, you're gonna want the tools. And the cost of this thing is super affordable. The products are really good, and you know they work really well. They're not gonna. You're not like you're gonna go out there use them once it's broken, throw in the trash. It's high quality material. I mean, it's everything from chain scrubbers to let's see what do we got on here. Hub cone spanners, pedal removers, like. I mean, it's everything to get into your bottom bracket. Like,
it's got everything. It's got all those like weird little tools that you might only need once, but you don't want to have to run to the store just to get this one tool. Everything comes in this kit. It's a really great value for what you get. I think this is just a great way to start out your kit. Everything also fits in here really well. There's foam in here, so every tool has its own place. It's not like you're just dumping everything into a box. It's not going to rattle around. You're gonna be able to throw this in your car, take it to the bike park with you, and you're really just not gonna have to worry about if anything happens to your bike, you're gonna be able to fix it. Everything fits in this box. It's all very compact.
At least have the tools to fix it. You might not know what you're doing.
Well, yeah.
But you gotta learn and to have the right tool, like you said, versus trying to run to the store and buy that tool or figure out a way to get around it where you end up messing something up. It's better to have the tool that's specifically designed, for doing that aspect of maintenance on your bike or repair that you need.
And yeah, I think it's really nice just to have everything in one set. I know a lot of my tools at home, there's a couple from one brand, a couple from another. They don't fit together in a box nicely. They kind of rattle around. It's a huge mess. This, you just buy everything all at one time. Everything fits together. You don't have to worry about running to the store to buy one more tool. Everything's in here, and it's such a good value. I mean, this whole kit costs the price of some single tools from other high-priced brands out there, so I think this one's just a no-brainer.
So if you're looking to get more into bike maintenance, repairing your own bike and all that stuff, make sure to check out the Foundation Elite Toolkit because it's going to keep you pedaling.
All right, so our fourth pick is the Wolftooth Resolve seat post. Why don't you tell me about
so
this post?
I think this post, really, again, is one of those revolutionary products that came out in 2023. And I think primarily the first and most apparent reason behind that is the self-bleeder cartridge in there. With every actuation of the post, it's basically bleeding the kit for you, so you don't have to really worry about that, which I think is super neat for a dropper post, and maybe it's going to start influencing others to kind of take that lead on this thing. A couple of the other features I think are really cool about this is Wolftooth has this right to repair program. If you haven't heard about that program, basically you can go on, enter the part or the part number of the product you have of them, and they'll sell you each individual part or piece for that you need to repair. So they basically say that you have the right to repair any of your products yourself at home. They offer you tutorial videos and things like that, just to kind of help, again, going into the Foundation kit we just talked about, working on all your stuff at home, becoming a bike mechanic and keeping, a self-sustainable aspect of riding. Or maybe, you have a lot of questions when it comes to riding and what products to buy or things like that. The great thing here about Jenson USA is we are a rider-owned and operated company that is teamed and filled with gear advisors that are experts in knowledge on all things bike products. So maybe you have a question or you're looking to make that next purchase and you wanted to make sure it's the right fit. Feel free to reach out. They're happy to help you and make sure that you make the right decision. So moving back in to the Wolf Tooth Dropper Resolve, tell us a bit about the bottom part of the dropper.
So I think kind of what goes along with that Ride to Repair program where you can buy the individual pieces for this, you could actually swap out this bottom section to fit different diameter seat posts. So say you get a new bike and you want to transfer your parts over, but it has a different size seat post sizing, you can actually switch this out from, I think it's from
a 39 to a 31.6 or vice versa.
So you can have that without having to buy a whole new post. You can just swap out this, I guess, outer sleeve.
Yep.
And you can keep your post and transfer that to the new bike. So that's a pretty cool little option, and you don't really see that from other companies. So
yeah, and I mean also, well, if you buy this post, make sure to pair it with the Remote Pro dropper lever. I mean, that thing is super comfortable. Really nice lever there to kind of go with it.
Just really high quality finishes all around. It's super slim looking. I just like how this collar is nice and slim. It's not going to stick out from your bike. So yeah, just a nice high quality piece.
Awesome. All right. Next up, pick number 5 is the Endura MT500 helmet series. We first started looking at these helmets this year, I think, at Sea Otter. A lot of custom painted designs they had on them. They were really showy, really cool. But then they came out with the actual colorways, which I think were equally as cool, but not as flashy. So, I mean, let's talk about these helmets. I think the first thing is the Koroid 3D, which is this new technology. We've seen it on other helmets, like the Smith Mainline. Super ventilated, really, really strong shock absorption and impact protection when it comes to the helmet.
Yeah, I think it's a really innovative design. It's kind of interesting how they came up with it. The way that it's almost like a bunch of straws that are together, and those act as like crumple zones, similar to how a car in a crash would protect you. And also the advantage of it is the ventilation is just insane. I mean, you don't have that EPS foam that's going to be blocking all the airflow. It's literally, you can see straight through the helmet. So if you're riding in the summer somewhere that's warm, you can have that full protection and the ventilation at the same time, which I think is something you really don't find in other helmets.
Yep, and so the full face is DH certified. The half shell here is a 5-star Virginia Tech rating. Like you said, tons of ventilation, because we know what it's like when you're out there riding in the heat. Can get really uncomfortable and kind of obnoxious. You get to the top of the hill, you do this, nice little squeegee to show everyone how much sweat you lost. Coolest thing about the half shell is it is both goggle compatible, so it has a nice strap here on the back where it's going to hold that goggle in line, as well as it's got the cool little spot right up here for you to put your sunglasses on. Visor is removable, so maybe you're riding this on your mountain bike, but then you want to ride it on your gravel bike, and for some reason on gravel bikes you want the sun in your eyes versus having a visor. Rip this thing off and look just as cool with the same helmet out there on your gravel bike. Probably mentioned this before, but they're both super lightweight. And I think, having a lightweight helmet, you don't really want something super heavy on your head when you're out there pedaling all over the place. It's nice to have that ventilated, lightweight feeling on there just to kind of keep you cool and having a great time out there on the bike.
Yep.
Cool. Let's move on to the next one.
All right, so for our final pick, we got the Dakine Builder 40-liter pack. This thing's super cool. I have friends that use this, they swear by it. It's got a ton of features, a ton of unique features too. I think one of the main things is that you can actually carry a 5-gallon bucket in the backpack. Everything opens up. You also do have a chainsaw pocket. Not quite sure how that works, but it's a good option if you're out there trail building. You can bring all your stuff with you on the bike. You're not gonna have to worry about holding things, things falling all over the place. It also has a strap that allows you to carry hand tools like a shovel or a rake, which is probably one of the biggest advantages of this pack. Being able to ride out to the trails, it's always a pain to try to carry your shovel on the bike. You know, your handles going in your spokes, all that fun stuff. With this pack, you can literally just throw all your tools on your back, take it out into the hills, and get some trail building done.
Yeah, I think it's, you know, first of all, to advocate for trail building, get out there, maintain work on your trails, like put back into the community that we all enjoy when we're out there riding our bikes. And it's really cool that Dakine came out with this bag that really just makes it easier to get out there and trail build. So like we said, it's kind of unique that you can throw a 5-gallon bucket on there. So if you're needing to move a lot of dirt around, it's awesome. Yep. So I mean, this thing like really just opens up. So let's pull the bucket off and just kind of give an idea. I mean, this thing is like opens up flat. It's also hydration compatible, so you can put your water pack on there, or if you put a big hydration bag in there, and that's the only way you're getting water out there to water those lips and get that really nice shape on everything. I mean, set it on here. Yeah. You got all these tool compartments here. Everything up here in the front as well. You can kind of throw your stuff in here, throw all your bike parts, your tools. Yeah. I mean, everything that you need to go, and it's super comfortable. So, you know, maybe you brought a friend, he's never really trail built before, and you need to blow your whistle at him to tell him to pick it up. He's not moving enough dirt. They even gave you a nice little sternum strap here with a whistle. So, or, you know, maybe something's coming after you, need to get that. Regardless, it's super comfortable, nice hip packs here, well ventilated here in the back, a lot of padding. It's got the different straps here so you can move it around as necessary. So get out there, work on your trails, build a new trail, build a new lip, you know, and just have fun on your bike. Dakine Builder 40-liter pack here is just gonna make it a little bit easier for you. All right, so these were our top picks for 2023. A whole slew of items that we felt are gonna keep you pedaling through 2024. Whether it's the Fox Union shoes, the SRAM transmission, your new toolbox to keep you out there and being the next bike mechanic to keep your bike rolling and pedaling. But regardless, if you enjoy these videos with Alex and I, make sure to check out our other videos where we go over our top grips, our top flats, our top clip lists. We go through all kinds of different product reviews. A lot of times we have differing opinions, but the important part is we help cut out the legwork for you to get you out there, keep you pedaling and having a great time on your bike. And as always, like we always say here,
keep pedaling.
Keep pedaling.